Now, a pentagonal pyramid of 25 mm sides of base and 50 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its slant edges. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to VP at 45 degrees. So here the position is so placed that here the slant edge has to be parallel to VP. So here in the pentagon what happens, one side is a corner and the other side is an edge. So naturally that OC will be parallel to VP. So here you can see that OC is parallel to VP, and that is visible when you look from the front view. That slant edge will going to be a line. Similarly on the other edge, other end, that O dash A dash E dash is a triangular face which is OAE. So you are going to get a line here. So when you look, so this is the initial position of the object, whether it is resting on slant triangular face or you slant edge, always the initial position will be like this only. So here when you look from the top view, A, B, C, D, E is visible. So each side will go into of 25 mm length because all the edges is resting on HP. So obviously those edges is parallel to HP. Since it is parallel to HP, you are going to get the true shape here. The true shape of the side will going to be 25 mm, which is the side of the pentagon. Now when you look from the top view, OA is at the center, OA is joined, OB is joined, OC is joined, OT, OD and OE. So we have to join from O to A, O to B, O to C, O to D and O to E. And when you look from the top view, O is near to the observer, so it is visible. O1 dash is O1 is away from the observer, so it becomes invisible. Similarly, when you look from the front view, we can see the height of the pyramid, which is 50 mm. So you can see that the height of the pyramid is 50 mm, which we can be seen. Since when you look from the front view, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, and D and E is away from the observer, so D dash and E dash will become invisible, and O1 dash is hidden by the edge AB, so O1 dash will going to become invisible, and O dash is visible. So the same thing which we need to write it here in the orthographic view. So first you draw a vertical line of a distance of AE, which will be equal to 25 mm. So by using the protractor, by keeping it on the center A, measure an angle, include the angle of 108 degree and then draw an inclined line. Similarly with EA center, with respect to EA, measure an angle of 108 degree, which is the included angle, and then draw a line. By using the compass, you measure the length from, take the radius of 25 mm. With A center, cut an arc on this to get this point B, and similarly with E as center, cut an arc on this line to get this point D. Then with D as center, take a radius of 25 and draw an arc. With B as center, cut the previously drawn arc to get this point C. So then join by means of a dot lines between A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E and E to A. Now we need to find out the center of the pentagon. So to find out the center of the pentagon, we have to take the angle bisector. So that is, since you have the included angle as 108, so 108 by 2 will be equal to 54. You measure an angle of 54 degree with the help of a protractor with the point center A in the included angle. So then you draw a line. Similarly from E also, you measure an angle of 54 degree with respect to AE and then draw a inclined line. These two lines will going to meet at this point. These two points will going to meet at this point. So obviously that will going to be going to be the center point at O. Then dark this OA and OE. Similarly dark this OB, OC and OD. So this will going to become the pentagon. So similarly, so draw a vertical projection from the XY line. Draw a vertical projection from B and D to get this point. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from C to the XY line to get this point. So when you look from the front view, when you look from this, ABC is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, and D and E is away from the observer, so D dash, E dash is invisible, and AB is the edge which is hiding the point O1. so O1 dash will going to become invisible. So since when you look from the front view, I can see the height of the 50 mm. So from O1 dash, you measure a height of 50 mm and mark this point O dash, and then join O dash to A dash, which is visible to visible is visible, O dash to B dash, visible to visible is visible, and O dash to C dash, visible to visible is visible. So then A dash to B dash is visible to visible is visible, and B dash to C dash, visible to visible is visible. So you will come to complete the triangle. So here when you look from the top view, you can see O dash C dash is the edge. How I can see now? You can see here OC is parallel to VP, so you are getting this slant edge here. And when you look from the top view, O dash A dash E dash is a triangle. OAE is a triangle, hence you are going to get the slant triangular face. Whenever you have a pyramid, pentagonal pyramid, always one side will going to be the edge and the other side will going to be a triangular face. Now we can see the side where you, the side, which side we have the edge, so that side we need to rotate. Now in the second position, since it is resting on one of the slant edges, so O dash C dash is the slant edge which is resting on HP. So we have to rewrite this sketch first position front view such that C dash O dash is on XY line. How to do that? With C dash as center, take the radius of C dash O dash by using the compass. Consider any point from here, we cut an arc such that it will be on the XY line, whereas O dash will be on the XY line. So similarly, you measure the length from C dash to A dash, and from C dash as center, draw an arc. And similarly, from O dash to A dash, take the radius. From O dash, you cut the previously drawn arc to get this point A dash E dash. Then dark A dash to C dash to O dash, and O dash to A dash, so that you are going to complete the rectangle. So you measure the length from C dash to B dash D dash. From C dash, you transfer that point here to get this point B dash D dash. Similarly, you transfer the distance from C dash to O1 dash from here to here to get this point O1 dash. Then join B dash to D dash to the O dash with a dark line, and then mark the center line with O dash and O1 dash. Now we need to write the top view. Since we need to write the top view, draw a vertical horizontal projector from O, O1 and C. So draw a vertical projector from C dash to meet at the point C here. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from O1 dash to meet at the point O1, and draw a vertical projector from O dash to meet at this point O. Now similarly, draw a vertical projector from B dash and D dash, draw a horizontal projector from B to intersect at the point D, and also from D to intersect at the point D. So then you draw a vertical projector from A dash E dash, and draw a horizontal projector from A to intersect at this point A, and similarly to the point E here. Once you do that, then you join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to A with a continuous thin lines. Similarly, join between A to O, B to O, C to O, D to O, and E to O. All are written by continuous thin lines. Don't dark and don't do the visibility and invisibility. So this has to be done to ensure that we will be able to know what will going to be the boundary of the second position top view. So once you do that, now you are going to apply the condition of visibility. So what is that? All the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. OB, BC, CD, OB, BC, CD and DO all will be on the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids. So automatically that becomes visible. So you dark this. Then when you look from the top view, O dash, A dash, E dash is near to the observer, so it becomes visible. So dark this O to E and O to A with a dark line. Then once you look from the top view, A, B, C, D, E is near to the observer, so you dark this A, B, A, E and E, D near to the observer, so it is visible. So the only edge which is left out is CO. Since CO is transferring since the O is crossing the visible edge AE, so naturally CO will going to become invisible. Since ABCDEA is the entire surface is visible, O1 is on that surface, so the O1 will going to be visible. So this is also quite evident from this three-dimensional sketch, wherein ABCDEA is the surface which is visible. So naturally that will going to become visible, and CO is on the HP. So the CO is hidden by this entire surface and also with this triangular surface. Hence it becomes invisible.